know y'all peeped that new little spot, and I know y'all peeped the chop. Okay, so in today's video, if y'all don't know, my name is Alia, aka CEasy, and here on my channel I talk things mainly fashion and business related. But right now I'm giving you guys a good insight of what it's like to be a UH online / commuter. I'm just gonna take y'all through my day. As y'all saw, I woke up, brushed, ate. I came over here to my barber, brand new location. You guys go ahead and check out his channel. Man, it's crazy cold. And then we're gonna go ahead and vote. I gotta pick up a piece for my bro, and I'll just show you guys just what the rest of my day looks like. But let's head on the road. Alright y'all, so now it's that portion of the video where I basically go ahead and answer you guys' question. I'm going to talk to you guys about NSM, being a Bauer student, UH&4 / fixed rate tuition, and I will be telling you guys about apartments and places to basically live around the UH area and my advice. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and touch on is being an NSM major or student. Essentially, if you want to be a doctor or a nurse, this is going to be the route for you. If you guys do not know, my major for my first 2 years in college, I was a biochemistry major and I wanted to become a dermatologist. Okay, and let me just go ahead and say this, that it is a great program, but you guys need to realize that since UH isn't at the level of, let's say, Texas A&M or UT, the opportunities for like internships and research opportunities is less at UH. However, don't let that discourage you. You can still find a lot of opportunities because you are in the medical center of like the US. You know what I'm saying? You're in Houston. Medical center is literally like a short drive away. So you can literally go to hospitals and go firsthand, make a good impression, and see if you could find opportunities and whatnot that way. Okay, now that I got that out the way, we're going to talk about Bauer. Now we're going to talk about being a Bauer College of Business major. Okay, so it was a big transition for me going from being a biochemistry and a STEM major to a potential finance pre-business major. And one thing that I can say is that it was a whole 180 from just like the philosophies to the things that they kind of teach. They know that you're going to fail, but they encourage you to persevere through it. Whereas for, you know, in a STEM and whatnot, it was like, if you don't hit these grades, it's wraps. So one thing that I like is that with Bauer, there's so many opportunities. It's one of the top business schools, I think, in the US. I know they're top 100. I think they're climbing, especially up in Texas. And overall, there's great professors. Some of the courses are hard, but you should be able to get through them. And overall, there are a lot of opportunities. Just like everywhere, they have career fairs. You can talk to multiple type of advisors, career advisors, and you go through basically a majority of the courses before you pick your major. So you'll really know what you want to do in business, okay? So that's what we're going to touch on that. Now let's talk about UHN4 and fixed rate tuition. Okay, so for UHN4, for those of you guys, it is UH's plan to make sure that their students come in and out in 4 years. So basically you can get your bachelor's in 4 years, and something that goes along with that is fixed rate of tuition. So one thing I can say is that college is expensive and it keeps increasing literally every semester. When I came in, my cost of attending the university was about $5,500 per semester. Now my friend who went ahead and transferred over a few years later, just I think 3 years later, his rate is $7,200. So with just in the span of 3 years, if we look at it from a yearly basis, let's say I came in, it cost $11K for me for the year. For him, he's pushing $14, $15. So essentially it's moving at like $1,000 a year or $500 a semester. So whenever you go ahead and answer, please apply for the fixed rate tuition. It will save you so much money, and do not miss out on that opportunity. Now, let's transition to the last part. And for the last thing is housing around UH. So this is a question that I get a lot. Let me go ahead and just sit up for this one. And people are constantly asking me, hey, look, I'm thinking about going to UH, but where should I go ahead and, you know, try to find housing? And I want to go ahead and say this. If it's your first year, whether you're a transfer student or a freshman, and this fits your situation and you can do this, I highly, highly, highly recommend choosing one of the dorms that they have. And the reason for it, I know you might not like the dorm life, but it allows you to network and actually meet people. You know, for me, I came in freshman year, I didn't really know any other people besides the people that I knew from high school. And coming in, staying in the dorms, it kind of forces you to meet a whole lot of people. You may have different roommates, and you may meet some of your closest friends by just doing that experience. And then the next year or next semester, or however you choose to go about it, you can then go to find outside housing, maybe even with the people that you went ahead and met. So that's what I would recommend. But if you can't do that, where I stayed at Aspen, which is now known as the Proper. It's all right, okay? It could be great, but there's a lot of things. For me, I was on the first floor. I always had to deal with like bugs and stuff. But compared to my other friends, I was the only one who had that problem. I don't know why. I'll literally be away from the apartment for like a few days, come back, and there's a dead roach somewhere. So that was just a terrible experience for me. But for other people, they had a way better experience. Some of the workers and the staff, it's kind of hard to get in contact with. You have Icon, but it's more expensive. I would put Aspen or the Proper above that. You have Cullen Oaks. But just overall, I mean, like, there are places within the area. So, like I said, I would recommend you dorming first, figuring that situation out, and then visiting the surrounding areas. For what I want to do, I'm kind of trying to look to be like 10, 15 minutes out of the way into some of the nicer areas by Herman Park and stuff like that. I feel like those are like just nicer areas in general, but closer proximity to the campus. There are a lot of places you just kind of got to look. You got Campus View, Cullen Oaks, just a whole bunch of other places. So make sure that you guys, when you come down here, take the visits to those places so you can get the tours. And overall, I just hope that this video was very helpful for you guys. I plan on doing this. I'm probably going to do it like once every semester, just an updated day in the life, because things are forever changing at UH. We're about to have the medical school, constantly building new buildings, and it's just a whole lot of things that are continuing to grow and happen. So I will continue to keep you guys updated with my journey at the University of Houston. I just ask that you guys smash up that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe. I make a whole lot of business and fashion related content. And if you guys have any more questions, please leave them down below. I'll try to answer them there, or even go ahead and shoot me an Instagram DM for like some more personal questions that you may not want to go ahead and have everybody see. And I'll try my best to get back to each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Again, smash up that like button, subscribe if you're new. Anyways, your boy Chris Alia, aka CEasy, and I'm out.